Hello there. Thank you for your time and thank you for your attention for the next few minutes. If you're watching this presentation, it's a high likelihood that you're interested in doing something different to increase your income, and that you'd benefit from learning new ways to increase your income perpetually while having a lot more fun working in the car business. So that's what I'm here to talk about with you today. All of the examples I'm going to share with you are actual results experienced by real people in the car business. They all have one thing in common. They all made the same decision I'm going to ask you to make today. They decided to embark on a learning journey offered by the College of Automotive Management. At the college, they forever changed the course of their careers by learning the intricate details of F&I management, F&I directing, special finance, loan underwriting, desking, and deal structuring. They also became experts at leasing and learned the lost art of professional selling, the old-fashioned way. And recent graduates of the college are learning how to use the latest technology and social media tools to build their customer base by maintaining personal relationships with everyone they meet. Now, if you're in the bottom half of the sales team right now, take heart. You too can begin to have a lot more fun and dramatically increase your income right where you are. It'll be a great feeling to end up in the top half of the sales board real soon. Here's how Ali Shah Nazari did exactly that for himself and became #1.
I started to work at Toyota dealer. Nobody helped me and I couldn't get help. I didn't know what's going on. I didn't sell. I think I sold about 2 or 3 cars. I hated dealership. I hated my friend who told me to go to this business. So I walked away. I went back to towing. Again, I started making about $1,400, $1,500 a month. Happier. I was bored. I opened a magazine. It says, you want to make $100,000 or more? I said, yes. So there's a call here. It's a College of Automotive. And I learned step by step, A, B, C, D. I learned with love, with passion. My teachers told me what to do. So I learned about car business from the beginning to the top, from the salesperson to the finance and managers of everything, desking it. So now, as a person that didn't know what to do, 5 weeks later, I felt I'm a top guy. So I always dreamed to go to Mercedes-Benz and become one of the best of the best. I got the job at where I wanted. So first month, you don't know a lot about the Mercedes. I know how to sell, but not Mercedes. So I learned a little bit. First month, I became average. 6, 7 cars. Second month, I was a top salesman. Top. In 3 months, I made more than everybody. Who can make that kind of money? Engineers? Doctors? I am. So, every year since then, every year over 100,000. Now you may ask one thing, how did you make it? How did this happen? Just college or things? Actually, college is just tools. At the beginning, it looked like a tools, but also teach you a few things that's really, really important that the rest of the people forget about. Passion, love your job. If you're going to interview and work for that company, love the company, love the product, learn about it, like it's part of your family, and do it with love. So customer coming in, this is a new guest coming to your home. So treat them right and show them you're not the only salesperson, you are somebody that's welcoming them with open arms. When you did the right things, they love you. And of course, you love them from the beginning. With passion, love, knowledge, techniques you will learn, who can say no to you? I'm your friend forever, not only for here. Always, always I'm with you. So you are a friend forever and you have another friend for them. So when you're calling them, if they weren't ready to buy, what are they gonna say? Oh, my friend is calling me. Hey, this is Ali. Show your love to them. What is important here? They are important. Do I enjoy? Yes, of course. Don't worry about the money. It's coming. It's coming. Love bring money. Thank you, College of Automotive. I love you so much.
As you may already know, it's a lot of fun when people tell you they prefer to do business with you, even if it means paying a little bit more, because they think you're worth it. What a great feeling. And it's fun when people you met in the past call you out of the blue and let you know they're coming down to buy a car today. Or when a stranger calls you and talks to you like you're their long-lost pal because they're referred to you by a mutual friend. Well, experiences like that can make your day, and we want to help you have a lot more of those experiences. Learning the formula to get others working for you and choosing you over your competition, which is other salespeople, can dramatically and completely change the way you work in the car business. Now, if you're already in the top half of the sales team, we've got good news for you too. You also get the chance to make a lot more money and have a lot more fun by learning more about the business. Here's how a good, experienced salesperson tripled his monthly income in just 10 weeks.
I'm Derek Spady. I'm an alumni at College of Automotive. Being a sales consultant at Earnhardt Cadillac, formerly Legends Cadillac, making about $4,000 to $6,000 a month, I enrolled in the online program offered by College of Automotive Management. I paid for the training out of my pocket. As a former hockey player, I knew that I wanted to become a professional at my career, and I had to learn more, develop more skills continually. One of the greatest skills I learned at College of Automotive was to really connect with my customers and become a better friend with them and not thinking about just selling them a car. The college focused my thoughts on achieving that objective above all else. 10 weeks after I enrolled, I became the #1 sales consultant for the first time in January 2012. Customers began paying me more to do business with me. I generated $59,000 total gross of profit that month, developing personal relationships with each customer. That month in January, I made $13,000 in commissions, 3 times I normally made, all within 10 weeks starting classes at the college. I graduated the program, went on to increase my income 80% that year, 2012. At the end of the year, I made over $100,000 selling cars, and I'm 25 years old. Now I just started F&I this week. Approximately 1 year after graduating from the college continues to provide me information from the alumni program and support in my career. Making new friends and learning new skills keeps work fun and rewarding for me. The college is all about helping me accomplish those goals.
It's also a lot of fun to be the one that can save the day for your team and make a difference, especially when it puts extra money in your pocket. As you know, several times a month, customers get backed up waiting to get into F&I during busy times. Well, that can cost the dealership a lot of F&I income, but more importantly, cost your fellow salespeople and the dealership future business if customers get too irritated for having to wait too long. Learning how to sell F&I products professionally is a great skill to acquire and a way to increase your income even if you don't want to become a full-time F&I manager. Here's a perfect example of how you can increase your income by learning how to professionally present F&I products and legally disclose contracts during busy times. This testimonial was provided by Aisha Ruiz from San Diego, California. After graduating from the college, I had the chance to work for my first dealer in the car business by working the sales floor at a busy tent sale. We got backed up, so I offered to help complete the F&I paperwork to keep customers moving. Initially, the GM said no chance since I was new to the business, but I was confident in my abilities and we became even more backed up. After a little more conversation, the GM gave me a shot. I mean, what did he have to lose, right? Deals are getting rushed through F&I with very little F&I profit, and I proved to him I could disclose the contract. Well, my numbers were twice as high as the full-time F&I person due to my training. A few weeks later, I was offered a full-time F&I position. I was then promoted to F&I director due to my knowledge of special finance, leasing, and loan underwriting gained at the college. Then I was promoted to F&I director of the entire dealer group.
He called me to go to a tent sale. Never been in the car industry, so it was experience for me. He brought me into his office and said, we just had an F&I position open, would you like it? And this was from a man that told me that he was not gonna hire me without any prior auto experience whatsoever. I've never sold a car in my life. He loved me, I knocked him off his feet, as he would say, and I love my job.
If it's your goal to get into F&I management full-time as soon as possible, then one of the greatest days in your career will be that day you get your first shot at your very first F&I management position, and then you knock it out of the park because you were prepared. And if leading a team of salespeople is your goal, then you're going to feel great when you're rewarded with their gratitude and the commitment from your team members because you gave them what they needed to truly help them become more successful. The more you know about this business and the more skills you develop so you can do business, then the more you're worth and the more you're going to have to share with other people. And it always feels better to give than to receive. As you learn how to get hundreds of people working for you, you're learning how to develop and run your own business. Having your own successful business is a very rewarding feeling. Leadership is another powerful skill set to learn. And most people would agree that it is much more fun to lead than to follow, especially when you know where you're going and have a specific plan to get there. Learning how to stay positive and keep others around you motivated are essential ingredients to successful leadership. And if you form the habit of being positive and you develop the skill to motivate others and lead them with a good business plan, it could lead to you becoming a general sales manager, a general manager, or even the owner of your own dealership someday. That's exactly what happened for several of our graduates, including Alex Alvarez. Here's his story.
I was in the business for 3 years. I was probably making $50,000 a year working as a sales manager in Redlands, California. College of Automotive Management basically said, why don't you come to our school and learn something after about 3 years. And 3 years in the car business, you think you know everything. 5 years after I graduated, I purchased my own dealership, a Chevrolet, Pontiac, and Buick dealership. And now I make 10 times that due to the college.
One of the most intimidating activities salespeople face with selling vehicles is presenting that pencil from the desk that's asking for more money down or more per month than the customer has offered to pay. Well, once you develop a greater knowledge of desking and deal structuring, you'll be able to turn that experience into one of your favorite steps of the car selling process. That's because you'll have fun getting customers to thank you for helping them save money, save finance charges, and develop equity faster because you explained how putting more money down and paying more per month helps them acquire all of those benefits. And you can feel good about yourself and what you do when you do everything in a manner that proves to your customers that you really do care about your customers as friends. And they can see that their friendship is more important to you than any one car deal. And it's great when you finish negotiating with somebody after 2 or 3 or 4 pencils and the customer says, "Thank you, I'm so glad we didn't have to negotiate because of the painless way you executed the negotiations." Learning these negotiation skills is priceless, and they carry right over to the F&I department when negotiating F&I products and payments. Learning the features and benefits of F&I products and the skill of loan underwriting well can also put you in a position to make deals no one else can figure out how to make. That's also a lot of fun, and here's another true story. Several years ago, a graduate of the college had a customer severely buried in their trade, $7,000 upside down. Now the customer only had $2,500 cash, and the bank would only over-advance $3,000 on the new car they wanted to buy. So the desk needed another $2,000 more down payment just to make a $500 deal. The customer offered to pay more per month to finance the remaining negative equity, but the desk couldn't get a finance. The customer had no more cash, and a second trade the wife was driving also had negative equity of $1,000, so that didn't help the deal. The desk said, "We don't have a deal. Deal is dead without $2,000 more cash." Well, the graduate of the college knew loan underwriting very well and how F&I products work. And since the customer was willing to pay more for their car to finance the negative equity, in essence, they were willing to have a 2-car payment for 1 car, the salesperson suggested the following. If you're going to have a 2-car payment, you might as well take home 2 cars. Since you drive a lot and will be over advanced, I also recommend that on both deals you have a long-term service contract and gap coverage to protect you. Well, after discussing the details, the customer agreed. The graduate knew that if one bank would over-advance $3,000 on 1 deal, then 2 banks would over-advance $6,000 on 2 deals. And there's a particular credit union in the area that had a key program just for this circumstance. And even though the F&I products were cancelable, there was little to no chance the customer would be canceling, and that profit could be considered as car gross for all practical purposes by the desk manager. A 2-car deal was made without any more cash down from the customer, and the dealership made over $5,000 of total gross profit. Knowledge truly can be power when applied properly. So here's the deal. Since you spend so much time at work, I just want to encourage you to make that time as fun as it can be. Making more money is fun, and learning is fun. As your mind discovers new information, it thinks of new ideas it never thought of before. Learning then becomes an adventure. and learning more about your career is an adventure worth taking. Around every corner, there'll be something new, something your mind's eye has never saw before. That keeps life at work fresh and new and exciting, and helps keep your attitude positive. And when you learn something new, that's when you can begin to visualize and develop a new goal. The experts say that attainable goals and a positive attitude are required in order to become more successful in any venture. And the car business is a great business to build a successful future. You can decide how much you want to make and what direction you want to go. You already have a strong financial partner in the dealer. And the College of Automotive Management can give you access to the intellectual resources that you need to become more successful in any business. If you do decide to go into another industry someday, having mastered the skills of selling your ideas, leading other people, knowing loan underwriting, being an expert negotiator, and being a better manager of yourself and your time, your new knowledge and skill sets can only help you be more successful in any industry. It's fun to increase your income, and the bottom line is enrolling in the college can do that for you as it has for countless others. By starting this learning program today, you can begin increasing your income as soon as tomorrow.
After watching my girlfriend go from $30,000, $40,000 a year to over $100,000 a year with 4 weeks of training through CAM, that's what I wanted for myself. I couldn't imagine a better way to do it.
Found out about the college through another individual who was considering it and made a decision at that point in time that this was the best route to go in order to be able to obtain what I wanted to do.
So my income has more than tripled.
I have a friend who went to the school many years ago, and I talked to him, and basically it opened doors for him to be an F&I director. I have a friend that I haphazardly mentioned it to years ago who went before me. He wanted to go because I mentioned it. He went, and he graduated a year before me. And he's been doing F&I, and he's making good income, and he's, I guess, saving up to buy a house. So it is a life-changing school.
I've probably tripled my income from the highest I ever made before then. I was making more than my parents.
Spoke with a couple of finance directors, and one of them recommended the school, so I looked the school up on the internet.
And I actually was referred to the school, and I was looking for a career change. So I came in and I actually spoke with the owner of the school and enrolled into the program and was actually very happy with the decision I made.
As a graduate of University of Southern California, I had job offers that would pay me up to $75,000 to $80,000 a year. I came to camp. Now I'm earning about $150,000 to $160,000 a year.
After graduating from the College of Automotive Management, I would say my income increased anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 per month.
Right after I graduated from the school, I had two people come to the school that were my friends, and they had the exact same experience that I did.
Yeah, the income 3 times what I was normally making.
I'm making 2 to 3 times more, and there's no top to the income that I can make.
I just know that if you want to be successful, you have to do what other successful people have done. And I know a lot of people who have gone to the school have come here and they've been able to make it.
So what's next? One of our representatives will help with your enrollment paperwork. As a College of Automotive Management participant, you'll instantly be surrounded by people whose only job is to help ensure you become more successful. You'll be receiving daily inspirations and training materials, as well as being able to access training online 24/7. Your opinions matter, and you'll be asked for your feedback constantly. You can attend online without missing any work or income, and once you graduate from the program, you'll become an alumni of the College of Automotive Management. As an alumni, you'll be joining a group of automotive professionals, leaders, and influencers that are changing the shape of the car business for the better. And the learning journey with the college will never end as the college continues to develop new materials and share them with you so you can share them with others as you become the next leader and influencer in the business. There's no financial risk for you to enroll right now, so go ahead and complete all of the required paperwork and get started on your learning journey today. Thank you once again for your time. Now, go ahead and do something positive so it will be well invested and give you a nice return.